All right. What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Let me refresh my
Yeah, that's
computer
what I
here
gotta
so I
do
can
too.
see.
Oh, there we are.
Yep. Won't turn on until you refresh it there. All
Ah,
right. What's up, everybody? How are we doing tonight? It's our first Sunday night live stream.
yeah, so this delay is weird.
Uh, what do you mean by the delay?
I don't know, from the phone to the computer.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it
It's
is.
very
It's
odd,
about, yeah, it's about like 20 seconds delayed or something like that, I think is the thing.
freaking me out, man.
Yeah, it is weird. It's hard to get used to. But let's we'll let everybody come in before we start explaining everything.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can make this bigger without losing the chat. No. Dude, I really got to get glasses, man. I say this like every stream, but like it's I, so bad. All right, right here. It's getting toasty in my apartment, dude. Have you seen the? Do you guys have crazy high temperatures over by you coming up here?
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
It was hot today. Yeah, the grass is turning brown. I mean, from going from like rain every day for, I don't know, 5 months to no rain. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
at least the humidity's gone. That humidity was killing me for a while.
yeah, I heard that it's supposed to get up to what is it, Tuesday, like 115 possibly out by me. Hey, what's up, guys? We got Zen Ginger, we got Shady Grady, we got Aquarium Fantasy in the house, and of course we have Branton Lightcap with us today. And yeah, yeah, we started a little bit early. Just hey, UC Aquatics, what's up? What's up? So yeah, we got started a little bit early today. We were testing out the live stream. This is Branton's first live stream on YouTube, I believe, right?
Yeah, so don't tear me up too bad.
So but just trying to remind him that he's among friends here. So yeah, we're gonna have fun today. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun today, guys. We have a plan basically for a continual live stream. Maybe every week, maybe every other week. We'll discuss on the like the planning on the scheduling and everything for it here. But me and Branton are going to be throwing a show for you guys, hanging out, talking some fish, highlighting some fish breeders, possibly giving you guys the hookup, the inside splash, the inside scoop on where to get the best fish in Chicagoland, Wisconsin area. Um, if you are a breeder out there, possibly, and I'm mainly saying this for the rewatchers because I realize we only got about 7 people in chat right now. But if you're watching this and you're a Chicagoland breeder or a Wisconsin breeder, you're someone that's looking to maybe join a swap, or you're just trying to dip your toes into selling fish, plants, um, reach out. We'll talk on Facebook or whatever. I have Kyle C. Glenn on Facebook. You'll notice the logo from YouTube on Facebook. If you reach out, we could set up I don't know, time to have you guys on the live and show off. So if you're someone watching this in the past there or the future, I guess, whatever you want to say, reach out. All right. But that's basically the idea for the show is we're going to be spotlighting different fish breeders and just hanging out, having a good time. Maybe we'll have a certain talk scheduled for each live stream. Today, we're going to be focusing on a guy that I'm sure you guys have been interested in learning about. You've been seeing him in the chats, and we're going to learn a lot about him today. His name is Branton Lightcap.
What's going on, guys?
But just trying to build up some of the suspense here. And oh yeah, UC Aquatics, was great meeting you at the Fins and Feathers. Thanks for trying to get me out of my shell with the interview. Looking forward for the video. Yes, yes. We got to do a nice little interview at Fins and Feathers. That was awesome. Had a lot of fun doing that. That video will be coming out probably about a month. I want to hold on to it until we start getting closer to busy season because I really want to benefit that swap. Make sure we get people keep rolling in and giving people a good preview of what's to come. Oh, man. All right. So I wonder if I could turn this fan on without you guys hearing it too much because it is getting toasty up in here.
Yeah, I turned off all mine because I didn't want to be that guy. But
let me know if you guys hear that at all. Might be able to get away with it. But yeah, we got some high temperatures coming up here, guys. So keep an eye on that with your fish tanks and everything. I know it's supposed to get up to, like I was saying this earlier, 115 in my area. Tuesday, I did all my oil changes. Oh my God, did all my water changes today, and I don't think I would have been able to get cool enough water because I know the last time when we were getting the super high temperatures, it was hard to get my water cool enough to actually do them. So it was like coming like the coolest temperature I was getting at a point was like 79. It was crazy. Which, you know. But all right, so let's you want to start talking about yourself, Branton? We can
sure.
get into the interview a little bit here.
Yeah.
So where do we want to start? What do you want to talk about? Would you like to talk about like what got you into fish keeping, I guess?
Yeah, can do that.
Yeah, so
So growing up, my parents had this little, it wasn't little, I guess. I mean, it was, probably 20 gallons, and it was an odd tank. It was like a pillar tank. So it was, I don't know, it was like a rectangle going straight up. And I just remember having like the most random fish in there that you could imagine, and it never being anything great. Um, yeah, I mean, compared to what is going on now, it was absolutely awful. But um, I mean, my mom tried, she tried to take care of that tank, and I mean, it was okay. Yes, I was a kid, so. But after that, that got torn down and put in storage. I don't know. Time is terrible with me. I can't remember. Uh, I guess how old. But later on, pulled it out of storage, picked it up, and it became my tank, and started, keeping some fish in it. And uh, kind of all I knew was the random stuff. So I think some of the first fish I ever started out with were piranhas in that tank, and that was not great. Um, I think after that, I had a little rocket gar for a while. If you guys have ever heard of a rocket gar, I haven't seen them for
yeah,
sale in a very long time.
they're
But
actually for sale at Nationwide Aquatics. Actually, I know
are they?
he had posted
Okay.
about them not too long ago. Yeah, they're like the mini, like a gar. What a normal gar is like. Jesus Christ, like over a foot long, right? I mean, they got to get close to 2 feet. I've seen them like in. I don't know. I don't have I guess I don't have like really a reference for it, but I mean, they're pretty big fish. But the pocket gar get like what, like just under a foot, I think it is.
Yeah, I think the rocket gar max out at a foot if you're lucky.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So yeah, he didn't last long. Um, and uh, I guess after that. that little tank, I wanted I was really I like the way the African cichlids look. So I kind of like dove head, foot, and toe into African cichlids. Got a bigger tank, uh, 75 gallon, and started keeping just, the most random African cichlids you could imagine that probably didn't belong together. I mean, not that I guess they're all too different, but just fish that were way too big for that tank. So there was a lot of swapping out and bringing stuff in, whatever. Yeah,
So
just
I
kind
got
of go ahead.
sorry, I gotta ask. Backtracking to that first tank, did you have the rainbow gravel in it?
I think it was green.
The green?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
neon
like
green.
bright green.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds about right, right?
yeah. It had an undergravel filter.
Oh,
So
really?
I was
Yeah, you,
rocking that.
you guys are advanced over there, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. I just used what I had.
Oh,
Um,
very nice. Oh, sorry.
you're good. So yeah, I just kind of like, really got into African cichlids. I became, I was heavy on the AfricanCichlidForum.com. I don't even know if that's still a thing anymore, but I was on there like all the time, just like learning and learning, and that's kind of where like I finally started to learn like actually how to keep fish tanks, um, which was nice when I did, and yeah, just kind of blew up from there with the Africans. Ended up moving out of my parents' house and moving to uh, a different city for a little while, just kind of a change of scenery. And slowly kind of started creeping more tanks into the house, bigger tanks, obviously for the Africans. And yeah, the basement of that little townhouse that I was renting kind of turned into a little fish room of, various Africans. I didn't keep anything too crazy, just like a lot of the common stuff like the labs, the Johannies, the red top pongies were probably my favorite. Um,
So, is this when you were still living at home with your parents?
no, this is after
No.
I had moved.
Oh, after you moved out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had the 75 for a while at my parents. Um, with a lot of like OV zebras and, just some real mean, nasty fish. And like I said, I was mixing just anything and everything in that, but once I kind of learned what I was doing and moved out and was able to get more tanks, I could kind of spread it out, maybe one, two species a tank. But yeah, I headed up to like 30 tanks at one time, just kind of like breeding uh, African cichlids, I guess. I was just really fascinated with the whole mouth brooding thing. I had never even like, I don't know, I just thought that was the coolest thing. And so yeah, there's a PetSmart that I would always, go and the guy that ran the fish department, we became pretty good friends, and he would take a lot of the babies and stuff. So that was kind of nice because you don't really get the colors of the males like that unless you got the females, and then with the females you breed, and then you got to figure out what you're doing with the fish. So that was kind of cool. That kind of got me into, being able to, I guess, socialize with other fish people because up until then I had really, I mean, maybe a few of my friends kept, fish bowls with a goldfish or something, but nothing, nothing like I was trying to get into, like I had imagined. But yeah, I mean, and from then it just kept growing and growing. Uh, with the Africans for a long time. I mean, it was a long time with the Africans. Uh,
So, where? So, I don't want to say. Are you okay with saying where you're from right now?
where I
Like
live now.
ish. Yeah, yeah. Like what state? I guess.
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
southern Wisconsin. I'm in Beloit.
for sure.
Good
So,
old Detroit.
awesome, awesome. And so, were you still in the same area? So, were you dealing with kind of because you deal with harder water now? I remember you
Yeah, oh
testing your
yeah.
TDS.
I try to stick to what works with my water. But no, I when I moved, I had lived in Rockford for
Oh, for sure.
8 or 9 years. So not very far, like maybe what that's 30 miles away from where I'm at now.
Yeah. So that makes sense that how you ended up dealing with like a lot of cichlids or whatever. Then that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah,
Yep.
because that's definitely very prevalent out here.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, the swaps are they're filled with them, and it's crazy. It's the one like I haven't really. I mean, I guess I've done like the dwarf cichlids. So, I've had like a pistos and then crebensis, um, but I have not done any of the cichlids. But I see so many of them. I guess I get
You
my
never
fix
kept
that way.
Africans?
Nope, nope,
Oh man.
none of the. Well, see, the thing is because the biggest tanks I have are 20 longs, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like
they take big
you
tanks.
yeah, can't really do that.
Yeah.
But okay, so when you were breeding them, you said you did have some fish stores that were taking them, and you were able to sell them and stuff.
Yeah, there were a couple. So PetSmart, I don't know like how big of a chain store that is. I know there's a few in Wisconsin. I think there's a bunch all over. I just haven't really looked into it. But yeah, they're like a bigger store, but I want to say they're kind of like a Subway, like you just buy into it and then like you kind of do what you want. They're not like Petco, PetSmart where you have like this big
Oh,
corporate like, you can't do this and you have to do this kind of thing. So they kind of got to do whatever they want. As far as like Joe was the guy's name that ran the fish department, and he was like super cool. And he would take, you know, obviously my fish, were healthy, and he didn't mind taking them in. And it was just in store credit. I wasn't getting any money for them or anything like that, and I was fine with that. Like I said, I just like keeping the fish, and the offspring were kind of just a result of that. So it didn't really, I wasn't in it to get rich.
yeah, it is. It's kind of just kind of happens when you're keeping happy tanks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you want to start talking about, I guess, kind of like what you're doing now then?
Well, yeah, I mean, we can go a little bit more back, I guess,
Okay,
after the
for sure.
Africans. I kind of got away from the Africans and went into like, I guess you could say Central and South American cichlids. So like I had a jag for a while. Because after I had moved from Rockford, I got rid of most of my tanks. I mean, I'm not moving 30 giant tanks. Not that, 75, 125 gallons is giant, but I'm not moving all those tanks. And so I downsized a lot. I was kind of going through, a lot. So it kind of, you know, I trimmed down, and I had a couple of tanks. So I had, tanks, basically just wet pets for a while. So I had, the Jaguar, um, had Green Terror. I tried, Severums for a while. Fire Mouse are probably some of my favorite cichlids. Those guys are really cool. Um, so yeah, that's probably one of my favorite tanks. Actually, the tank that got me in to Clance would have been shortly after, all the big bruiser cichlids. Would
Yeah.
have been the Fire Mouse. I had like Fire Mouse and Barbs. Um, so I had like I got really into barbs for a while. So I like collected every type of barb and threw them all in one tank and thought it was cool. But with the fire mouse were really neat. Um,
Oh yeah, those are nice. I see. I have like literally no experience with cichlids, so I'm googling them on my side. I wish I
yeah,
had StreamYard pulled up on my computer so I could share it with you guys, but we'll get to that.
yeah,
We'll
the
get that
fire
hooked
mouse
up.
were just, I mean, they were really personable. I mean, for smaller, I guess, they got like 6 inches maybe. Uh, they never got too big, but man, they were feisty. Um, I think I've had a tank before of the common jewel cichlids. Those guys I'll probably
For
never
sure.
keep again. They got real nasty when they bred.
Really? So
Real.
those are the
Oh yeah,
they're the
like
all
real
red
bad.
ones, right?
Yeah, they're
They're
like
like
red and they got
majority
like
red.
turquoise and whatever spots
Yeah.
all over them. Yeah, those things get nasty. So spawned those once. Kind of got rid of those. But yeah, and then I guess, like I said, that firemouth tank kind of got me into into planted stuff because I had never really kept plants. I mean, plastic plants, whatever. I didn't even know, like, I don't know. I guess I didn't really think of live plants as a thing just because I couldn't keep them. I tried, like, some live plants with the Africans, and obviously that didn't work. Tried live plants with the other bigger cichlids, obviously that didn't work. So now that I was kind of like starting to come down, I guess, in size and aggression, um, it started to work. So I had some plants in with the fire mouse. Nothing great because I didn't know how to take care of them. I just stuck them in there and thought it was good. Uh, and then yeah, I ended up moving again, downsized from the two tanks. So I had the 275s, downsized again to just the one. Uh, and then that turned into, let's see, what was it? I don't remember. I think that was more tetras, and I had, yeah, go ahead.
So when you had said something about the fire mouse inspiring you to start doing plants, right? So was that just because
Well,
all your
it was
previous
just
tanks
that
they
tank.
didn't?
I was finally able to keep plants in there and have them
Yeah,
not
all
get
right.
like tore up.
So it wasn't just like an epiphany of like you realized plants were a thing. It was the idea that you just literally couldn't do it before because of all the cichlids and just
Yeah, exactly.
they
Because
don't
I
play
tried and
friendly
I'm
with
like, I'm
plants.
like, yeah, I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, why can't I do this? And like I said, I've never really, I mean, this whole YouTube thing is all new to me. I mean, everything I've pretty much learned has been just from like me trying stuff and having it either like fail terribly, like mediocre, or just like absolutely work. And that's kind of, I didn't know this was a thing. So I'm
Then
learning
try
a
it.
lot. I mean, I've been learning a lot. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, never stop learning, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I
So
don't remember where I was.
well, yeah, you were talking about the plants and your evolution from the cichlids and everything. Yeah, Jeff says his favorite way to learn is by trial. I think that gives you the real experience because you can read a million books and watch a million
Yeah.
YouTube videos, and then you go to try to do the things you've heard, and
Uh-huh.
might not work
Yeah, I
out.
mean, I was basically just going off of, what people told me and just trying it, local knowledge from fish stores, talking to people. That's about it.
So you were breeding cichlids. Do you have like a for me? All right, so I'll relate, and then I guess maybe it'll give you a time to a chance to come up with this memory or whatever. But so the first time I bred like CPDs, and then the first time I bred Epistos were like pivotal moments in my brain. Like when I saw the babies for the first time, or the eggs rather, um, something happened where I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. Like I want to make this happen more often. I want to do different types of fish. Was there like a fish that inspired you to really want to start doing this? Was there a first breeding project that you were like, ooh, that really sparked it for me?
Not really. I mean, the breeding just kind of came with keeping the fish. Like most of the fish that I keep, I've never like tried actively to spawn. It just kind of happens.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I remember you saying that earlier. I didn't know if there's maybe something that was just you're like,
Yeah.
you know what? I mean, you got to 30 tanks somehow, so
Mm-hmm.
but it was
Well,
just
yeah, that was just, I like to collect things.
yeah. I was gonna say I know we both watched LRB, right? The collectoritis,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
old
yeah.
collectoritis. Gotcha. um, but for sure. So when you got started with plants, was there a first plant that you like really started like working with, or
The
what
jungle val was the first
Jungle
plant
Val?
that really did it for me. I was able to keep it alive.
Dude, that's probably one of my favorite plants too. I was just talking with my daughter about that. There's just something about it. Like it's so
Yeah.
basic, but it just went right. lit the correct way and just fish just kind of swimming through it, man. There's something about it, like just flowy, just majestic. It's really easy to watch. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got Jorge. What's up, man? Oh, so so is that where we leave off till today then? Or where we're at like now then in your fish keeping hobby?
Yeah, yeah, more or less. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so. Like I said, time for me has never been a good thing. I don't know. I don't, time
Dude,
doesn't work in my brain. I just kind of all like, "Ugh."
dude, I think time stopped existing when I had kids, man. It just like
Yeah, like,
I have I
yeah,
got a daughter and it's just like it seemed like everything sped up real fast after that. But oh yeah. So okay, so recently, or not, I guess not recently, but it was pretty recently, you brought a bunch of really neat things to my fish room over here. You got
yeah,
some amazing black mollies. You gave me
yeah.
a
How are
few.
those doing?
The black mollies are probably my favorite fish. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I unfortunately I don't get to see them because I haven't maybe that's what I'll end up putting up there. 'Cause I don't know what I'm gonna put in this tank yet. But I don't get to see them a lot. So now that I like literally as I'm saying that, like I think they would show up on the camera pretty well once it's planted. Some real nice
Yeah,
black fish, you know. But
yeah, they stand out on that green.
yeah, dude. But yeah, I got them right here, and they're just very I don't know, just a nice color, man. I love it. Just pure black. And then I got the somewhat Vienna guppies, right? We were saying.
Yeah, I
But the
mean, there's definitely some in there. I mean, like I said, it just kind of turned into a mixed guppy pond.
yeah,
I just
but
kind of went wild.
oh man, I wish I could just pull the camera off. But yeah, we got some. Definitely a few of them are popping up. I want to start separating them and throw them to keep them like separated, the different colors or whatever, because we got that gradient of the some like red, purple, green, you know, and then we got the Viennas, and then we got the you brought me the Stanley Schubel greens,
Yeah,
which are really cool, dude. I just noticed that they just dropped a bunch of fry lately or recently, and then
really
what was
sweet.
yeah, what was I swear there was one other. I might be tripping. Oh, some plant. I think it was some plants too, or something. You brought me uh pearlweed and then something else too. But I just know that all those fish are did amazing. Didn't lose any fish on the acclimation, bringing them in or whatever. So tell me about what you're doing over there, man, because that is there were some solid fish.
I don't know, man. I mean, nothing special. Just just keeping fish. That's,
Well,
yeah.
no, I mean, like, what are the projects what fish are you keeping over there? Like,
Oh, what
you
am
got a
I
tank
doing
behind you?
now?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah. This tank behind me is like, I don't know. It's just like a mash of all kinds of different stuff. So this is where the black mollies are, my little colony of black mollies. But there's all kinds of stuff back there with them. So there's like some old rainbows I've had for like 7, 8 years. This tank is actually, I don't know, it's got to be 9, 10 years old set up. So it's an old tank. But there's just everything in there. See here, if I can spin this around. Ah,
All right, let's check it out. Oh, sweet. Going for a
some
ride, guys. Hold on. Put
old
your seatbelts
rainbows
on.
in there. Oh, big boy.
Oh, we might have lost you. Uh-oh. We lost Branton. Ah, gotta love internet, guys. Gotta love the internet. Let's see. Yeah. Well, it happens. It does happen to the best of us. Always repping Greenwater Aquarium Society. If you guys are local, check them out. But I guess I'll talk. Set this up today. We'll talk more about what we're gonna do with that. I got some plants for it. I was given a gift by the guy who runs the Fins and Feathers swap that I sell at, and for shooting a video for them on Saturday. And geez, my mouth is so dry, crazy dry in here. Um, but I have some pretty awesome plants that I had bought one bunch of, and then he gave me the other bunch that was left at the vendor. He bought it for me as a present, and the deal that I got on this plant is insane, guys. I mean, the one that I bought, and then the fact that I got it for a present is just nuts. But I can't wait to show it to you guys. So that I'll debut that on Wednesday. Let's see if he popped back into the guest room here. All right, there we go. All right, Branton, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
So what? Would I mess that up?
Yeah, we lost connection for you
Oh, okay.
from you.
Okay. So yeah, anyways. So this is, like I said, it's just kind of a combination of a lot of things. There's some black skirt tetras in here that are super old too. They're probably like 7 years
Oh
old.
my God.
I mean, they get
Nice.
big. They're the long fin ones. They're kind of cool. There's a bunch of old black things. A lot of the fish in this tank are really old. They're just kind of living out their lives in here. There's a bunch of so I don't know if they're the black or purple harlequins. There's a big old school of them in there. Uh, some pearl danios floating around. There's actually, let's see, yeah, there's a bunch of little cories in here. A bunch of brine cories and mystery snail. There's all kinds of different snails in here. Got some Amano shrimp in here. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's just kind of like the living room tank. This one's cool to look at because there's just so much stuff in there. I think the last time I counted, there's over like 54 fish in there.
Nice. And what size did you say that is?
It's
It
just a
looks like
60 tall.
a 60. No way. All right, so I'm seeing that
Yeah.
on. Well, I guess that is that rainbow right there. That's a big boy, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to flip this back here. Let's see.
Yeah,
There
you
we
just
go.
go into your camera selections. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
if you wanna leave it like I don't know if you want to show off any other tanks, but you
Okay.
could since you're in that orientation, if you want to just go around and show you off the other tanks and we could talk about them and stuff, that'd be
Like
a
this.
fun
Yeah,
little
that's
segment to
fine.
do. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay. Well, we can start here.
All right,
Um,
who's mentioning nan bread in the chat here? Because is that what I'm seeing, nan bread? Because that is amazing. Oh my God, I can go for some. There's a place in Chicago that's got Mediterranean bread. It's like the flat bread, garlic and butter. Oh my God, I could go for that so bad. Sorry.
yeah, that's like the Indian bread, ain't it?
Yeah, dude, it's like a almost like a pita. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's so good, dude. Oh my God.
All right, so this is just like a little kind of grow out tank. So I got, this is where your black mollies came from. They lived in here until they left.
Oh, very nice.
Um, there's some random female guppies in here that do not want to be caught, so they're still there. Um, I got I got a couple of caves. Can't really see that one. It's covered in Java moss, but it's there. The L519 plecos that I've got breeding in here. Their babies are floating around in here somewhere. There's a few pygmy cories floating around in there. I got some like sacrificial swords in here for the plecos. There's one back there that they kind of munch on quite often. There's green jade shrimp in here. Can't really see them guys, but they're in there. Yeah, there's one of the baby plecos.
Now, you said you sell shrimp to shops and stuff, right? Or do
Yeah,
you do? Do you? Yeah. Ah, okay.
yep. I get rid of shrimp too. I don't know if you guys have heard of Tristan's tropical fish. He's real big into like the apistos and dwarf cichlids and stuff like that. But
No,
he's usually pretty happy with what I bring him.
Yeah, Jeff might know Tristan possibly.
Yeah,
Um,
he's out of Evansville, Wisconsin.
yeah. Tristan's
Yeah,
got was the only dude I've ever seen with the crazy selection of freaking pistols. I was like, dude, oh my god. It
yeah,
was really cool to stumble upon his stand for the first time. That's a guy we should try to get.
yeah. He might be into that. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
really.
But um
So there's one of the
so
bigger.
what I was asking though was the do you sell green shrimp and how do they do for you?
I haven't sold any of these green shrimp yet.
No?
Uh, no. So just over the course of like the last maybe 3 days, I've been pulling out so many culls. It's not even funny. Um,
Yeah, you
I
do
don't
get
know.
that.
Yeah, it just seems like I've never pulled out so many culls with green shrimp.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen at a point with mine. Like you'd have the real deep green coloration, and then you get the ones that were like I don't know, like a I don't know the grades of the blue, but it would almost be like that blue jelly, like where it's like clear, like clear blue, and then you get like the
Yeah.
clear green and
Yeah, see, I
stuff, and
haven't. I've got more of the clear, like green kind of olive color,
for sure.
rather than the blues. If I do get blues, they're like bright blue. Like somehow they just come out bright blue and not even green. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but what I was gonna say with the selling with greens, I noticed they weren't a very consistent seller, but when I'd get someone to sell, they really wanted them.
Hmm.
Like it was because it's not something for some reason now it's more common. I've noticed. I think I've kind of brought them into the swaps because I was selling them when I first started bringing them in, and I stopped bringing them, and I think that they're starting to become more prevalent now because I see them more often
Hmm.
at the like the fins and feathers and stuff. I feel like I didn't see them before. I could be tripping about that, but uh yeah. So sorry, keep going. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
You're good. So this is Rainbow. This is my daughter's fish.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, he's really cool. This light's kind of messing stuff up here.
Now, is that the same shrimp tank, or that's a different tank,
No,
right?
this is a different tank. Yeah.
Different tank. Yeah. I was gonna say, does he play well with shrimp? Because I've had bettas that do, and I've had bettas that
Yeah.
really don't.
Uh, I mean, he's got cool shrimp in here that run around.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any in a while, so maybe he's eating them. I don't know. But yeah, he's really cool. Wish he'd come down here so you can actually see him. Yeah, he's like a candy koi. He's got all kinds of different colors on him.
Yeah, dude, those multicolored ones are pretty, man.
Yeah,
Very
he's
pretty.
neat. He's a character. So he jumped out shortly after we got him. Like I thought I was good, but he jumped out. I mean, so here's the top of the tank. I got like rocks covering every little hole that he can get out of. Yeah, we were looking for him one day, and then we're like, we can't find him. We can't find him. Um, he fell on the ground, or he jumped out and was on the ground.
Oh
Put him back
no.
in. He was okay. He developed something with his eye, some kind of fungus on his eye, but fixed that, and he's been okay since. That was his first life. I guess his second life would have been so I was doing a water change, and I think like the more I listen, the more I hear about betas liking to swim up the siphon tubes.
Yeah.
So he swam up the tube and got his head stuck, and
Oh my.
yeah, I instantly just kind of like pulled the tube out of the water and blew the other way and just kind of like blasted him back in the tank, just like and so he lived through that too, and here he is today. So he's nice. I like him. So that's the daughter put in the little stones in there. So those when you turn off the light, uh,
No. Oh, you
glow.
said they glow?
Yeah, so you see them kind of
Oh,
glow in
that's
there.
dope.
So that's
That's dope.
her little touch there.
Love it.
Yeah, next door is our newest addition. There's like a couple of guppies in here, but the pea puffer is somewhere in here. I think it's a girl, but she is still very camera shy. I don't know where she's at, hiding somewhere. But she's been really cool to watch. Uh, I've never had a puffer fish besides, I guess, this one, and just to watch her run down snails is is quite funny. Oh, there she is in the back. Back there somewhere.
Oh,
No, that was the guppy.
oh, was
Yeah, she's swimming around the back. She don't like the camera.
it? Yeah, dude, the fish that are too smart, man, they know. They're like, I'm staying away. What are
Yeah.
you doing? I don't know
Well,
what you're doing.
well, I mean, I think that what the puffers can see really well. I don't know if that's true for the peas or not, but yeah, so she
Dude,
knows what's going on.
I had a pea puffer for a little bit, and I definitely think that it had some pretty good eyesight. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. The thing freaking disappeared one day. It just was gone. I don't know what happened with it.
So yeah, this is just a
R.I.P.
little tank. This is the newest tank, I guess, and it's got a couple of guppies, in there. I kind of use, I mean, I got so many guppies right now that I kind of just use them to cycle my tanks, which is cool. Um, I mean, obviously, a lot of plants go in first. I'm not like sacrificial guppy or anything. I change the water and make sure they're all right. But they're, having a couple of live fish in there is really good for getting it going.
Yeah, a nice trickle into a full like a
Yeah,
full load or whatever, full bio load,
yeah.
whatever you want
And
to call it.
so this is going to be uh, uh, for my other daughter. She's going to be doing either, we haven't decided, like maybe a scarlet baddis or a tiger baddis or something in there, something small. Or I think me and the wife are trying to convince her to get like a goby of some sort. Um, the sand I got from here is from when we went on vacation to Red Cliff, like Apostle Islands area, up like up at the top of the state of Wisconsin. And this substrate has been a challenge. I don't know if there was something in it, but I've been battling. I'm finally getting it under control from having to do a water change every day for
Ah,
a long time now. Um, but the ammonia and nitrites, I mean, it's just like been out of control. So
huh.
like I said, the only thing I can attribute is to it. I've never, collected sand from outside, I guess, and just thrown it in a tank. Um, so maybe that's what it was. I don't know if there's a bunch of stuff in it. I know it used to be really red when we first got it, like there was a lot of clay in it or something, and now it's kind of like calmed down and it's not as red anymore. So I don't know. I don't really know why I've had that problem with this tank. But yeah, it's finally calming down. And so it's just kind of like some weird bowls I got to house some plants. It's like a big old Anubias. Uh,
Oh,
this
oh,
is
for sure.
pretty
There we go.
much Yeah, this is pretty much where so there's a couple guppies in there too. Um, but we'll pull like snails out for the pupper. So I got a bunch of bladder snails and ramshorn snails breeding in here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So, you just recently got some plants, didn't you?
As far as what?
The Luke Wang plants, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, those are
Oh, the
not
pond.
yeah, those were not aquatic plants. Not that many of them are fully aquatic, but these were more so like wet foot plants, so like the plants that you grow out of the top of the aquarium.
Gotcha.
And then yeah, this is the pond. So this is where all the guppies I brought you came from. There's still a million of them in here. If anybody wants guppies, have them. I want to do something else with this tank, and I'm over the guppies. I've never kept guppies to like this, where they won't eat any of their fry. They won't eat any of them. I don't know if it's because I was feeding them too good or what, maybe there's too many plants. I don't know. But they
Dude,
multiplied way too crazy for me. Go ahead.
I'm under the assumption that if you get like your tank like really, really, really well aged, like, and it's got like any sort of net, like especially with a pond, I think it's pretty easy to get like a natural food web going, like with like
Uh-huh.
like the what are they called? The little jumping bugs on the surface and stuff. What are they? Aphids or something, right? I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't think
like the
they're
little
aphids.
aphids.
Yeah, are they aphids? Yeah,
Yeah, I think
like
they
the little
are.
jumping bugs on the surface. Like I noticed my guppies do when I pull the tops off these tanks and those things start going crazy. The guppies come to the surface and they're eating those things. And I just feel like if guppies were, I know they're magnetically drawn to their fry, and so this might be a hot take, whatever, but I feel like biologically, like they would have to be more drawn to just food than they're eating their own babies for them to survive. I know that guppies now are inbred, but if you just think about it, like it's just like another
Yeah.
food source has to be more interesting. If it's available, they have to go for that, right? Like, I don't know, just hot take. Maybe I'm getting
Uh-huh.
controversial, but no, some guppies definitely seem magnetically drawn to eating their fry. The red dragon specifically for me, all the males got that could never get males unless I have like barely any in there. Yeah, whatever's available. Yeah, yeah. I think they
Uh-huh.
if they could fit it in their mouth, they'll eat it.
Mhm.
But sorry, keep going there. I
Mhm.
actually really want to hear about this pond because it's is very cool. What
Oh,
about the plants that we got
oh,
going
you
in
want
there?
me to go back to the pond?
Yeah.
All right,
Just
so the
oh,
plants.
did you already move? If you moved, I because
Oh
it's
yeah,
I
no, I'm
can't see
back.
my
I'm back.
phone.
I'm back. I'm
Yes,
back.
I'm sorry, I can't see my phone because it's turned around, and I didn't want to use the selfie camera because the front camera is a little bit better. So, but
Yeah, it's all
so
good.
we got some water lettuce, and you got the looks like is that tiger lotus up there too? Is that
That's a
what that
pond
is?
lily. Yeah, so tiger lily. Yeah,
Yeah, tiger
so
lily.
it's kind of down. Hard to.
Oh, very nice.
It's a big boy.
Oh, you got
There's a
that
lot of.
aquarium co-op easy flow.
Yeah, yeah, that thing's sweet for the pond for sure.
Uh,
Because I mean, I can't really hang. You know, you can't really hang nothing on this circle. Otherwise, I do like a hang on back or something. But I haven't found one that really fit on there. Great, anyways. So yeah, put the easy
Yeah, I
flow
kind
on
of
there.
I home make like little air tubes to kind of do my own easy flow kind of system. And in my pond, my plant grow outs, I use these to keep flow growing. But I kind of took it out today because I added a tank and I don't think I have enough air pressure around it. But oh, Branton, I
All
can't hear
right,
you.
so
There we go. There we go.
what's up?
Oh, I couldn't hear you for a second there.
But yeah, the water lettuce is fun. I mean, I'm not sure if
That
I'm supposed to
I
have
think that
them
was
or if
the
I can have them.
I think that was the other thing that you had given me that I was trying to remember earlier. Yeah, you did give
Yeah, it
me
was
some
either
water
this or
lettuce.
some of the. It was either that or some of the frog bits. There's still some frog bit hanging out in here.
Yeah.
There's so the pearl weed. There's like a mass of it just down there, and that stuff it grows like
What's
a
growing
weed for
immersed right
me.
there?
This is a Bulbitis sweataloti, the African water fern.
Ooh, very
Yeah,
nice.
so that's. I mean, it's kind of
Oh,
coming back.
dude, that was probably real. It got dry or something.
No, it didn't like. So it came from Tristan, and he's got that soft RO water, and it's kind of
Ah,
it's starting to slowly come back. But if you can see down here, you can't really see down here, but it's starting to send up uh, a bunch of new sprouts. So I think it's gonna come back for me. Um, but yeah, I mean it's hanging on a little bit. It's looking rough, but
but no, I can imagine that being really, really cool though.
yeah,
Definitely.
it
Yeah.
is. Like I said, once I start getting some new ones coming up, so you can't see it. I can't zoom in, but that little thing, that little sausage down there, that green sausage, the rhizome there. There's a
Sausage.
Yeah, there's a bunch of new sprouts coming off of that, like heading up. towards the surface. So we'll see
Oh,
what
very
happens with
cool.
those. Yeah, there's some random crypt down there. So there's a crypt.
So
There's a
Stephen P's got a suggestion for you. He says, uh, and I forgot to turn off the heart emoji thing. So thank you, Vibes, for bumping that chat up for me because I couldn't read it. Trim the dead stuff. I got to turn
yeah.
the heart emoji thing off when I come into or when I turn the live stream on. Actually, can I do that while I'm
So what?
doing it?
Just maybe cut it all back and just let it do its thing.
Yeah. I mean, because I know he had suggested. Oh Jesus! I had commented on something in a live stream one time, and he suggested to just remove any dead plant material. Pretty much is the thing. Like if you have something dying on a plant, just cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when I first started learning about plants, Aquarium Co-op was really big on like he or Corey from Aquarium Co-op would be like, you might want to leave the plants in because they're sucking the nutrients back from the dead leaves or whatever was the thing he would say. And so I kind of lived by that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do not do that at all. I pull every dead leaf I can find out for the most part. I mean, obviously I'm not perfect, so there's definitely gonna be stuff. I got 18 tanks. It happens, but like um, from since then, I have a lot better luck with less algae, less issues. My plants seem to grow back better.
Mm-hmm.
So it might just be the thing to do. Yeah, just trim off that dead stuff, and hopefully that kind of stokes it to come back. Or try half of it. If I'm nervous about something, like if I
Yeah.
have enough biomass, I try it on kind of
Mm-hmm.
half of them or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I can get more of this if I mess it up, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy inside his greenhouse. So he's got this stuff growing in like all his, I guess you could call it a, sump. And it's just like growing wild in there. It's crazy. So when I got this, he just kind of went in, he kind of like ripped a giant chunk off, just like rinsed it with a hose and gave it to me. So
Oh,
it,
so
it was
you went to his place?
yeah. Well, his store is right next to the greenhouse.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I was just
Yep. So
assuming a
so
lot
he
in my
had the
head.
greenhouse and the storefront's pretty new. So he's been doing the online, but the storefront I think is only like a few years old. So yeah, the greenhouse was first and then he built the store.
That is interesting, dude. I gotta talk with dude. I'm telling you, I can manifest things to happen. We'll get him on the live stream for sure.
Yeah.
I've I speak things into existence. I know it sounds dumb, but if I want to make something happen, I'll make it happen.
Yeah,
uh,
maybe.
yeah, well, yeah, it'd be fun, dude. I'm telling you. But all right. So is that your last tank, or you want to go on to the next one? Sorry.
Yeah, there's a couple more. So the shrimp tanks that are in the bedroom, which is where the girls are at. So if they're
Oh,
watching here,
if you
yeah,
want to
if they're
avoid that,
no,
up
it's
to you.
fine. If
I'll
they're
forget.
watching, here I come. Hello. Huh? Okay. All right. One here is the shrimp tank. So the way I got these set up, I thought it was kind of cool. So I tried to like mirror them side to side. So like it was kind of like one continuous, but they're like set up almost exactly the same, just kind of going different directions, I
Oh,
guess.
I like that. That's cool.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of neat.
No, I do. I dig that, man. It actually literally looks like it's in like a mirror. Like that's neat.
So there's a bunch of Saswasser Tang, some Java Fern in here. That's not doing too great.
I hate
Um,
Java Fern.
I had a crypt. Yeah, I mean, I love it, and I'm starting to bring it back. Like, so that stuff in the back there is looking pretty good. I'm getting some new growth on that one there. But yeah, I don't know. They can be difficult. But I pulled a lot of blue shrimp out of here recently, so there's like not a bunch of them swimming around, I guess, but there's still some swimming. And then I got like a school. There's like, I don't know, 10 or 12 chili rasboras that just swim around in here and do chili raspora stuff. They're a really neat fish. I actually like, I don't know, I really like some of the little rasboras like that. I mean, they're so neat. And they live a long time too, which is kind of surprising for such a small fish.
Yeah, I really like
What you want?
the potted plant look. Like I don't know, there's something about
Oh
having
yeah,
the ceramic potted plants in the tanks. For some reason, I don't have any of them right now, but when I see them, I don't know, it's just different. It's a different aesthetic that I dig. Like I just dig having it in there. I don't know. I like it.
yeah. So basically, that's the only rooted plant in here that really needs the root stuff.
Yeah,
So the reason I've got it in the pot, my thought was like if I feed the shrimp in that pot and they poop in that pot, that maybe, you know, it'll be all right. And
got
they're
some
doing
logic
good.
going there.
Like I haven't added any root tabs. Yeah, I haven't added any root tabs to these at all. And they're doing this one's a little bit bigger, so this one seems to be doing a little better on the other side here. And this one's just got a couple of blue star endler males and a tiger endler in there, with a bunch of Bloody Mary shrimp.
And did you
Those are
say you
really
did pea
really
gravel?
pretty.
Is that pea gravel in there?
No, no, this is pool filter sand. Pea gravel I
No,
did
in the
in pond.
in in the pot is the pot sand too?
Oh, in the pot, yeah, yeah. So there's just like little I wouldn't call it, I guess, pea gravel,
Pea.
but
Okay,
you know, bigger gravel, I guess.
for sure. I got you. I got you. Very cool.
But yeah, and this is, I think this one's got like crushed lava rock in that one, the black lava rock. But yeah, so there's a bunch of, I just pulled some red shrimp out of here today too. Actually, I sold some shrimp before the live stream.
Oh, very
But these
nice.
guys are cool. I'm trying to, the adults are like so red that they're almost like black. I don't know. They're crazy looking down. But if you see that really dark one there compared to the juvenile one above it, they get really dark, and it's cool to watch these guys. So like the more opaque shrimp, I find that they start off kind of, the mono down there somewhere. They start off kind of like brighter, and then as they get older, they kind of turn, like with every molt, they kind of like go and darker and darker and darker. I think that's really neat.
Nice.
See if I can.
Very.
Oh yeah, there's one of the darker ones there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really dark. Let's see if I can. Look.
Yeah, dude, that thing's really dark. I'm still dealing with the delay because I'm watching on YouTube. So I'm like, what is he talking about yet? And I'm like, I gotta wait. And then I'm like, all right, now I see it.
All right, so no, baby, just relax. All right, so I dropped a wafer in there. Let's see if we can bring them all out. There's the amount coming in. They're usually first to the party.
Dude, feeding shrimp is something else. I love watching them just like all emerge.
Oh yeah,
You think you have like 10 or 20 in there, and then all of a sudden just like hundreds just coming from every crevice. You're like, what the heck?
yeah, they're
Where were you
funny.
hiding? Dude, I
Yeah,
know I snuck up on my Sulawesi's the other night because I came in here with a flashlight, and I have never seen them all outside. Like they're all out, just like out and about. It was like nuts, dude. I uh, I think I'm gonna do that more often. Sneak up on some fish with a flashlight, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. You catch them doing stuff, man. Oh, lost my spot. Trying to scroll up here a little bit. Oh, there we go. Very nice.
So yeah, there's a bunch of them in there.
Those blue star antlers. Where'd you get those from?
Those
Those
are
are
from Tristan.
Tristan too.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody
Yeah,
somebody locally brought those in.
yeah, those are nice looking.
Yeah, what's cool about his shop is he's pretty willing, as long as he gets to know you and he knows uh kind of that what you got going on is good. He takes in a lot of stuff from local breeders, which is neat.
Yeah, yeah, that would be yes, there's a kid in the background. I think they're hearing laughter. Um,
What you want to say hi? This is Willow. Say hi.
Hey Willow, hi. How you doing, kiddo?
Mm.
Yeah, we got fish fry, we got human fry. Oh man.
All right.
Well, sweet. I guess if anybody has any questions, you could throw those in the chat and we'll catch Grant off guard here.
Yeah, you can try.
What's up, Bubba? Huh? My dog is like my dog is like locked out and he's like trying to beg to come in. Like, no, bro, sorry, can't come in right now. But yeah, dude. So, how'd you feel about this, man? We just hit the hour,
Yeah, it wasn't bad actually. Like,
right?
I don't know, you can't help but I mean, I think it's just human nature to worry sometimes. And I don't know, I was just kind of nervous, like I guess, typing is one thing, but like to put your face up there and actually talk is a different thing. But no, it wasn't that bad. So I guess anybody that is kind of feeling that way about possibly popping up on a live stream or something, I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh
Pretty
man, this
cool.
guy's you're a natural, man. You turned that right into a sales pitch. I loved
Yeah.
it. No, seriously though, this is Brandon's first time up. He just did an hour. Um, we had a general idea of like what we are gonna talk about, right? We were texting in the background, just kind of setting up an idea. But if you are thinking about it, it's super chill. We're not trying to catch anybody up with crazy questions, except for Brant here. We're gonna we're
Yeah,
gonna get him on something here. But how do you plan to use your adventures in fish keeping to better the world?
that's interesting. Well, I'm going to start with my kids.
There you
I'm
go.
definitely teaching them the hobby, and I feel like
Oh,
any, us fish keepers kind of got, you know, a little chip on our shoulders, when it comes to, I guess, caring and just generally being nice. So, but no, that they're really getting into the hobby, and I feel like if I can enrich their lives with it, then that's pretty cool. That's all I can ask for. I look forward to when they're older and doing some of the things that I'm doing, if not better than how I'm doing it, having learned, I guess, from me. Uh, that would be really cool.
that was. I feel like we got people poking fun in the comments here. We need a 10-year plan to fix everything, Brant. Come on. We need, what's the coming year? Come on. But no, that was actually a heartfelt answer, man.
Yeah,
If you're looking to really change the world, start by raising your kids right, and
yeah.
showing them
You gotta
showing them
start
what to
with the young
really.
generation.
Yeah, that is I know that's something I try to focus on, dude. When I'm at the swaps and everything, if I'm when I'm selling and I see a kid that buys something, I always try to throw something free at them, try to get them hyped up. I know people did that for my daughter when I first started coming to the swaps. She got stuffed animals. There's a lady there that like hand knits stuffed animals, and my kid got one like at every swap, and I think it was the only reason she ended up going with for the longest time. Yeah. Oh man, Lightcap 2024. Are you running?
Yeah, right. I stay out of politics. That's a whole different.
Yeah, no, we ain't going there. But if you run, I'll vote for you, man. You got my
Yeah.
vote.
All right. I don't even think.
Um,
Yeah, I don't even know if I qualify. I don't even know the qualifications for that.
I, I think it's 35. Is it
Yeah.
35? I think it's 30 or
I
35 or
mean,
40.
have we
Oh my
have we
God, I
had a
sound
president
so
yet?
ignorant now.
Have we
I
have a
sound so ignorant.
have
What's
we
up?
had a president yet with like a bunch of tattoos and piercings and stuff?
Not yet, dude. I don't think so.
Mm, maybe I got
That'd be
that going
different.
for me.
Yeah, man. Switch it up. 35, yes. All right, so it is 35.
So yeah, I qualify in that regard.
Yeah, yeah, man.
I think I'm gonna be 37 this year. I don't know, 37 or 36. My birthday's in September, on September 10th, so it's actually coming up pretty quick.
Dude, I know after 31, I actively try to ignore it. I didn't want to see any of the numbers after that. I didn't want to see 30. Obviously, I wanted to be alive, but I didn't want to have. I didn't want to know that I was 30.
Yeah.
Oh, 36 apparently.
Oh yeah. So
Your lady.
36. Confirmed.
What would we do without our ladies, man? For
But
real.
yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. So, do you have any future ambitions for the hobby? You got something or is it all secret? You planning in secrecy, or
Oh
what you
no,
got?
no, it's no secret. No, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to start getting into some of the more I guess softer water species. It's just I don't know, really it doesn't make sense because our water here is just so hard. But I don't know. I guess maybe eventually start playing with an RO little RO unit or something and see what I can do there. The Cardinia shrimp I'd really like to get into. I mean, some of those shrimp, man, are just mind-blowing cool. And yeah, I think those would be really neat.
Do you have like a specific color you've looked at? Like I know I think it's called the fishbone pattern. Like what
Yeah,
it's
the fish bones, the black and white ones, those are really cool.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, those
The
would be nice. But no, I mean, other than that, it's just I don't know. Some of the black and yellow ones are pretty neat. I mean, all the Cardinias like are really cool. I mean, the Neos are sweet, but I mean, the Cardinias, you just get all those crazy patterns, and it's really neat.
so do you say black and yellow as in is there a mix black and yellow shrimp? Or are you saying like yellow, black carabiner?
Uh, I believe there's I think I've seen pictures
Um,
of. I don't know any
prob
of the shrimp, super yellow dragon flying thing. I don't. They
yeah.
got weird names,
Yeah, they got
but
crazy names, man.
yeah, but orange eyed, lemon drop, whatever. But but yeah, I think I've seen some black and yellow ones.
Yeah, the only reason I said that though is because I just feel like if there's an underrated color in the shrimp game, it's yellow. And like yellow is not traditionally a color that I'm like, oh, I'm a big fan of. Like I love yellow. No, it's just for some reason, man, when I see really high grade yellow shrimp, they just look awesome. I don't something
Hmm.
about it. Like it's just like I don't know. I got a couple of the what is it like the I think they're called the Secure Yellow, like the Secure Yellowbacks. I don't think you guys can see it because I got the Chris Luca poster up there. But the ones with those like that real solid golden line. And I
Yeah,
used to
the
have a whole
gold
20
back.
long, yeah, the gold back. And I used to have a whole 20 long, and that was one of my favorite tanks to just watch and just watch and watch it just live, like just
Hmm.
populate and fill up. Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, I mean, I've never really done the outside tub thing. I'd like to give that a try too. I think that would be really fun.
uh, Steven says tie.
Yeah,
Oh my God, tie
Thai
to
titty
buy,
bees.
tie to
Yeah,
Oh my God, dude.
Thai bee titties.
For real though, it's literally it's just like all the craziest like okay, whatever sound I made when I throw a fork on the ground or whatever. Ting, ta, like tie, yeah, okay. Oh man. But so you said outdoor tubbing. I really miss not miss, but I do. I miss the opportunity to do outside tubbing every year because I live in an apartment still, and that's one of
Hmm.
the things I'd really like to do too. Just
Yeah,
yeah. What would you
yeah.
put out in your tubs?
I don't know. Like, I mean, definitely some shrimp. Shrimp are cool. And then I don't know. I honestly, I haven't thought that much into it. I just know it'd be kind of cool to, I don't know, have it somewhere like on my way into the house that I have to like walk by every day and just look at it and watch it grow. Like, I don't even really care. Like, it wouldn't be, let's put this fish out there, breed a bunch of them, get rid of them at the end of the year. I don't know, just like some life in there and just kind of like watch what it does would be really neat.
Definitely. And then, I guess I could just say this. Coral's like, so I never understood why bee stripes and tiger stripes and zebra stripes are differentiated in the fish shrimp world. A stripe is a stripe, damn it. That's what I say. Like Thai bee is tiger bee, right? Oh, is that what it is? Oh, maybe Coral's schooling us in a roundabout way here. Tiger, so Thai bee is tiger bee. Is that what it is?
I don't know nothing about gardenias. I just know
Yeah, dude.
I
Yeah,
just know
that's
I just
above
know
my pay
my
grade.
yeah, I just know my water out of the tap is no bueno.
Yeah, exactly. And that's too expensive to freaking mess around with. I had an opportunity to get a hold of oh, bolts. They're light blue
Blue bolt,
caradina,
blue bolt.
blue bolts. That's what it is, blue bolts. And I had a chance to get a hold of a whole colony of those on the cheap, and then I was going on vacation, so I had to reschedule it because I didn't want to take them in and then leave, and then could never end up getting back to the deal. So it was a lost chance. But I I've heard that they're like you can kind of get away with hard water, like some of the Caradina species.
Hmm.
I think the other ones are like what crystal reds. I think you can get away with kind of.
I don't know. They just had some. What was that Aquarist auction that was last weekend? Forget who had them up for auction or what they even were. There was some blue. I don't know, Steven was there. Maybe he'd remember. There's some kind of blue shrimp, but he had been raising them in harder water conditions. And I know some of them can be, slightly converted over to more our water, neo water parameters. And the thing about that is what's cool and intriguing is that you can house them in the same aquarium and they won't cross because they're different.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I thought that would be neat.
yeah, but I have heard that they like if you're trying to breed both on top of each other, then one will usually outcompete the other. I think
Is
that's
that
what
how it works? Yeah.
I think that's what Garden Eater says because I feel like people ask that question a lot because it seems to like, dude, if you're trying to breed some shrimp, trying to breed some fish, trying to make some money off it, you're gonna look at that and be like, hey, I can double down here. I can get a tank that's doing two
Yeah,
time,
Jeff
without
got it
any
right.
intermix, and they wouldn't predate on each other. But it's not predation they have to worry about. It's just one's gonna eventually start reproducing faster, whoever's better acclimated, and then
Yeah.
that's just I think that's the way he explains it. I'm not saying that's from like my experience or anything,
Uh-huh.
but and I always say that I don't do Caradina, but I do Caradina technically. Like I
Well,
have
yeah,
because
a mono shrimp, I guess.
are those Caradina too?
I believe so.
Ah,
And
yeah,
they're in every one of my tanks.
yeah, because I mean the Sulassi's I think are Caradina Dennerley or I could, I hate when I start talking about stuff that I'm not 100% certain on, and I'm just going to make myself look like a fool. But I usually end up being about 90% correct. So
Yeah.
hopefully, I think I hit it there. But oh, so Han, just for ego, among people who breed the same morphs, thinking they made something. Oh, so that's he's commenting on the Coral Works talking about the different names, zebra, tiger, bee, or whatever, different stripes, and just selling them for different money and stuff. They have to make them sound extra fancy for sure. Uh, Orange eye, blue tiger.
Yeah, I believe that was the one that was in that
Oh,
auction.
gotcha. That's what. Yeah, and that I think that is another one that Garden Eater talks about being able to get into harder water. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yes. I will show my nerd a little bit. I didn't play very much Pokemon, but I definitely played me some Yu-Gi-Oh. So Blue Eyes White Dragon was the goat. Hey baby. But all right. So I think that we're probably gonna wrap this up because it's getting late and it's a Sunday. I know you got work tomorrow,
I
and
do.
I got work tomorrow too, and yeah. So, is there anything else that you want to talk about before we wrap up? Because I want to give you a chance to say whatever, and then I'm gonna probably go over the intro again at the end
Yeah.
here, just in case anybody makes it to the end and didn't see the beginning.
Yeah, I guess to most of the, I mean, I don't know who's all in here, I guess watching right now, but some of the names just looking at what is in the chat right now. I mean, a lot of you guys I want to thank because you've been very welcoming as far as like somebody new, coming into this, this I guess scene you could call it. Everybody's been really polite, says hi, hello, friendly, friendly banter back and forth, and it's been really fun, and I enjoy watching you guys in the chat that have channels. It's very enjoyable. I wish I would have found this all, I guess, sooner, because it's been really nice. It's fun. I didn't realize that there was this out there, this many weirdos like me that love fish and shrimp and just staring at water all the time, and it's really nice.
Yeah, and I second that, man. It is quite shocking to find out
Yeah,
how many amazing people are just out in this hobby and just being welcomed with open arms by everybody. And we're trying to do the same, right? We're trying to bring in another group of people out here. I've been repping Fish Fam to every person I could find that are at the swaps. I show them the website. I'm trying to bring in, new creators, new people to watch the content. That's why I'll wrap this back into kind of the intro, what we were talking about in the beginning, which is um, Branton and I are gonna start doing like a live stream, whether it be weekly, bi-weekly, when we could fit it in our schedule. Um, and we're going to try to highlight, a hangout kind of talk in the beginning to warm up the crowd, and then we'll probably try to spotlight some local breeders in the Chicagoland area, possibly the Wisconsin area too, possibly the
yeah,
Wisconsin area too.
yeah,
Possibly
Jeff.
no, yeah. All right, you knew what I was talking about. Thank God. Yeah, possibly the Wisconsin area too. Hopefully, we can get somebody up here. Um, and I think that this time might work for him. So maybe he'd be looking to join us. I would love it. But
Yeah, you can
but
have
I
a you
really
can have a you can have a beard battle.
yeah, dude, Battle of the Beards. I dig it. We'll definitely call that that episode Battle of the Beards for sure. But yeah, I the goal is to just anybody that is doing a hustle at home. If you're selling fish, you're selling shrimp, selling plants. If you ship, it works out even better. If you don't ship, we're going to try to build a local audience. I live at the swaps during the winter. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to boots on the ground. I'm going to be advertising this live stream to everybody I can see. We're going to try to get as many people in here, and we're going to try to make this a every week, kind of a marketplace. You can pop in here. You might find some great deals. You might find just someone you want to learn about. We're going to be learning about every breeder. It's not going to just be a big sales pushed drive, but it's going to get a whole new group of people that have not seen Fish Fam, have not been part of these live streams in the YouTube community, bringing some fresh blood. And yeah, that's we want to contribute, and that's one way that I think that me and Branton can help the community is by
Yeah,
growing it with you guys. So we're gonna try to do that for everybody. So, okay, all right, Jeff. All right, all right. We're committing. Okay, every week, or at least I'll commit, and then I'm not gonna force Brandon to commit, but
yeah. No, I'll
but
commit.
yeah, no, we're committing. It's gonna happen. I also you know, you thanked everybody, and I need to thank everybody too. My watch time is going through the roof, and it has a lot to do with the watch time I'm getting from these live streams. The support from you guys means the world to me. I harp on this every like almost every stream because I'm like a numbers driven guy. So when I say that I'm trying to get monetized, I'm not going to turn on memberships at some anytime soon. I don't have anything to offer. I wouldn't even feel comfortable taking the money, and not to mention I don't want to mess with taxes. So it's not that. It's I have numbers and goals that I just like to achieve, and you guys you're really helping me out get to that. And I'm gonna try to do my best to keep added value to it. So thank you guys very much because it does mean the world for real. But yeah, Jeff. we're committed. All right. Jim's Fish, what's up? I am sorry though, man. We're gonna be taking off here. We gotta me and Brant gotta get to our families and relax for the rest of the
Yeah,
Sunday night here.
I got them locked in the bedroom so they aren't loud.
Yeah, so, the lock's on the outside of the room too, so they're not
Yeah.
getting out until you guys. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, hey, um, I gotta thank it's your wife, correct? Right? I don't want to just assume things, but
Yes.
yeah. So I want to thank your wife. She was in the chat here. It was Nicole, correct? Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nicole, thank you very much for sharing Brant with us. And thanks to all the wives that share their
Oh, pink
and
lights went off.
husbands. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know it's getting late then. But thanks
Yeah.
to all the the supportive people out there supporting us creators. Like we got mad love for you guys. So we will see you around. We're gonna take off here, and yeah. So
There we go.
keep an eye out for these. I'm gonna try to snag a guest for next week. It's a little short notice, just because I do everything by the seat of my pants. So we'll see if I have a guest for next week. Otherwise, you'll just see me and Brant talking smack and hanging out.
Yeah.
All right. Catch y'all later, guys.
All right.
And
Thanks, everybody.
yeah. And then Brant, I'll end this and we'll be in the backstage. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sounds good.
yeah, 1 second.